Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mention It All podcast. I am so excited to be joined today by a good friend of mine, a fellow Bravo lover, confidant. You may know her from social media where she's always breaking down all the biggest trending topics and stories you need to know about. But I'm so excited to have her back on the podcast today. Abbey Bonadies, hello.
Woohoo!
How's
so
it going?
To be here. It's going great.
We were talking, just catching up, yapping before we started recording. And it's hard to even, I was trying to save all of the, topics and conversation that we have to talk about. And it's we're just, brimming at the top. We're
literally bursting at the seams. We're like, did you see this? Did you see this? We haven't talked about this, even though we've already talked on text about it, too. It's we just need to chat.
I know. So we're in this group text that I feel like has been...
We're in the boys group chat.
the boys chat. Oh my God. We've never named that group. That group chat does not have a name.
I know. I feel like we used to have one. I don't remember.
But it's a lot of back and forth about
fantastic
all the things that we like to talk about.
On here, we're going to do it live now.
There's but there's somebody that you discovered on TikTok.
My sister-in-law actually discovered her. I have to give her credit.
So there's this woman. Her name is Shiva. I hope I'm
unclear.
She is I want to say psychic, but I don't actually think that's the word, because she uses they're called dowsing rods, and they're these L-shaped copper
spirit sticks
that you hold. And I looked up, you can buy a set of dowsing rods on Etsy for $11.99.
Consider it done.
No, but do you want to welcome that into your life?
No, not really. I feel like I would have to do it outside or something. I don't want it in my apartment.
The whole thing is that you ask the spirit a yes or no question.
Up above.
It has to be a yes or no question.
Right.
And you hold the rods, and if the rods cross over each other, the answer is yes. And if they stay facing out,
or shake towards the outside.
But anyway, we're not just talking about spooky shit here. This woman, Shiva, she applies this to what we love to talk about, which is Bravo TV.
Spirit, did Scheana cheat on Brock before she knew that he cheated on her while she was pregnant with Summer? Yes, thank you.
And brilliant, so she posts these videos where she's asking the spirit questions about Vanderpump Rules or the Valley. I would love her to get more into Housewives.
Me too. I feel like she does a lot of heavy Vanderpump.
And for me, I feel like at this point, let me know how you feel about this. I actually have moved on from caring that much about what did James and Lala do in season 7 with Brock and she
Yep, I'm totally aligned. I've moved on.
And it's a lot of questions. I wrote down some of the ones that we've sent in our chat. Spirit, did James get Schwartz addicted to opioids? Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
That's every time it's yes, thank you.
Because she has to be nice to the spirit.
Spirit, did Sandoval sleep with Scheana while dating Ariana? Yes, thank you. And this was...
I'm obsessed with her.
The most recent one that you sent this morning, what was it?
It was, Spirit, did Lisa Vanderpump get a BBL? Yes, thank you.
I love that it'll go...
Happy Friday.
It'll go from the darkest, most intense question. Did James get Schwartz addicted to opioids? And then it's the spirit also has answers about Lisa Vanderpump's
which we're
alleged
extremely
BBL.
Thankful for Shiva and Spirit for that.
But the one that I wrote down that was my favorite, because she had previously asked the spirit whether Brock cheated on Scheana.
Right.
And Spirit said no.
God, this is so good.
Spirit said no. And then when Scheana came out with the book and said, Brock cheated on me, she asked Spirit if Scheana was telling the truth. And Spirit said yes. So you see the issue. Shiva has now...
Spirit lied.
Spirit's contradicting itself. And so the way that she addressed this, she goes, I have a theory. I think I figured out why the contradiction. She has phrased this question. She says, Spirit, was Brock cheating on Scheana when she was pregnant with Summer Moon an arrangement that they had agreed on because Brock was pulling away due to not wanting to be a father again, and Scheana knew that this could get her a scandal storyline if she ever needed it? Yes, thank you. I just love the idea that you can massage the question
in
any way you need to get the answer you need from Spirit.
I'm obsessed.
Anyway, this woman, she has like 3,000 followers on TikTok.
Well, hopefully we help her blow up.
I think she's going to blow up. I just talked last week about the bad extensions girl on TikTok.
Which is now going to be my new obsession after you told me that.
I'm sure your phone's listening. It's going to be
bad extensions, housewives, TikTok.
It's going to be the next thing on your For You page when you pick up your phone. No, but it's so fun when you have these like niche people that have their like
so good
angle. Like there's people that have done like astrology stuff with
right.
Bravo, the extensions, the breaking down the price of the outfits. Like
I love those ones. Where What Happens Live. I follow them on Instagram. Theirs are so good.
There's a girl, I don't have her name, I feel bad, but she does on TikTok. She did a lot of Salt Lake City, a lot of Miami, of like, this is Heather's dress, $400, Lisa's bag, $992. Like, I just want to know.
I just want to know. I tried to do that for a little bit with like the reunion looks when they would release those. And I could find the majority of them, but when people are able to find what they're wearing all the time, it's fascinating to me.
Especially when it's like
skill.
When it's like jeans.
Yeah, so hard.
Or like sunglasses.
Or like they're like, this is the white t-shirt she has on. I'm like, in what world did you find that without asking someone?
Maybe some of the housewives have like a LTK
like Ginella,
or like
yeah, for sure.
My shop, linked in my shop, my.
So good.
I'm curious. I don't know if I have ever asked you, what was your Bravo origin story? What was the first thing you remember watching and getting into?
New York.
Real
Housewives of New York. It was a defining moment for me, I feel like, because I always wanted to move to New York after college and whatever. I grew up in New Jersey, moved to Ohio, went to school in Ohio, and watching Real Housewives of New York to me was just like everything, because like I feel like I could start like recognizing the places, like even when they were like walking on like Upper Fifth Avenue and stuff like that. New York was really where it started for me. And then I went right into loving New Jersey after that, because I grew up in New Jersey and I'm also Italian. And there was just a lot of parallels there that I'm proud of and not proud of.
Have you ever been to an event at the Brownstone?
I have not, but I have been to weddings and things at very similar situations in different towns that are
Brownstone
adjacent situations in New Jersey. Same amounts of food and drama included. Less lore, perhaps.
Yeah. New York and New Jersey back in the day, it just had this like, it just felt real.
Real.
When like Ramona and Luann are like walking down the street in 2009, I'm like,
in their like
just like
fur jackets.
Just like women of the people.
Women of the people.
Or even like in the early seasons of Jersey, just like Teresa whipping around in her little car.
Right, like going to like soccer practice and things like that. Like
taking
it was just
Adriana to dance.
Adriana, she's a dance mom. It was just so real. You said it correctly.
Yeah.
Just Real Housewives.
I think, there's something.
Even though New York, almost none of them were married at the beginning, which is.
Or at the end.
Or maybe ever.
There were some marriages in the middle.
There was a little bit of housewifery, but not much.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like something before they switched over all the shows to filming like in HD.
Yeah.
And when they went, if you watch the old episodes, this sounds so random, but like now they're more widescreen.
No, literally,
whereas the old
screen
episodes
is like
were
shrunken.
a little more square.
Yes, like even when I use like reaction pictures on Threads when I'm like threading live time and during watching the different shows, I'm like, the screenshots like don't match because they're all shaped different.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll be like, if I'm like trying to find a specific GIF or like a meme or something, I'll Google what I'm looking for. And I'm like, oh, these are also like blurry, bad quality. Let me just like go to the episode and find it. And I'm like, oh, that's just what TV
so it's
looked
blurry
like.
and bad quality on the episode as well.
You're like, oh, so there does not exist a clearer version of Teresa flipping the table.
AI to fix that. It almost makes it so much more like it feels a lot older. Like than I realize. Like right now, my brother and my sister-in-law are watching RHOC for the first time, which is just like such a treat to have someone in your life experiencing that for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's just because like with all of us, it's like, you know, we're on like round 7. And
right.
like they don't know about it because they just like weren't in, you know, they maybe knew that Luann got arrested, things like that. And they're like, it looks so old. I'm like, but that's when it was. Like, we were watching it then.
I mean, we're coming up next year is the 20-year anniversary of OC.
20 years is crazy.
Kim Zolciak was just on Watch What Happens Live, and it's been 17, 18 years since they filmed season 1 of Atlanta.
Insane.
Because she said at one point they posted this video of her like walking up a bunch of stairs.
Okay, I saw this too.
Why was she on the stairs?
Okay, did you see Andy's story?
No, what happened?
He did like a selfie video with her in the green room and was like, Kim's here. And she's like, yeah, I made it up the stairs. Like, I don't take elevators.
Kim doesn't take
elevators. And Andy goes, oh yeah. I forgot about that. And I was like, I don't understand how she goes about life without taking elevators. So she walked up all 7 flights of steps. We've been to Watch What Happens Live before.
Yeah.
Like, she walked up all 7 flights because she doesn't take elevators.
Okay.
Apparently.
Okay. But she was like, I'm 47. I can't be doing this. And I'm like doing the math. I'm like, she was 29.
She was 29.
When
Crazy.
Atlanta started.
And I was even looking at her watching the episode, her drinking her red Solo cup on Watch What Happens Live with wig and beyond. Like, you could have shown me that screenshot and said it was from 2014 and I maybe would have believed you.
Yeah, she looks consistent.
She looks consistent, and so is the Solo cup.
She looks good.
She looks amazing.
She looks good. I was kind of pondering whether it feels like we're entering like a Kim Renaissance.
I agree. First chair.
But I don't think, I can't picture her on the current Atlanta.
No. It would have to be something
else.
else. Like, I kind of wish she was on Next Gen a little bit more. But then again, like, Meredith was maybe on it too much.
The Marks family had a lot of screen time.
Yeah, like, they could have had their own show.
Yeah.
The Marks family, which I would watch
that is something,
immediately.
It's interesting to think about, though, because this season of Next Gen was only like 7 or 8 episodes.
And
so
no reunion.
I could see maybe next season, if it's like 13, 14 episodes, maybe even they like go to Atlanta.
Right. Like family episodes
Candy and
per
Kim
each.
could like host the group. I don't know. Like, I feel like
they should do like an OG crossover transition episode, like Beverly Hills to Vanderpump, where like Atlanta's airing, and then I guess none of them are on Atlanta. So
what, Candy's gonna come back for one episode?
Doesn't work, and then Phaedra has to leave, and then we're never gonna get Nene back if Kim's there, so never mind.
I do feel like season 2 of Next Gen, like we need a Candy and Kim
reunion.
Sit down.
Yeah, sit down, something. Because even when they were both on Watch What Happens Live within the last couple weeks, Candy was like a little still like, I'm not into Kim, but I'm so happy about the friendship. Whereas Kim last night was like,
we're good.
I love Candy. Like, and I love their friendship. They've always been close. And honestly, I do love their friendship, but it was just funny, the difference.
No disrespect to Kim, but I think Candy is doing very well.
Yeah, I don't think Candy like needs the friendship.
Right. Like, I
think
Candy's happy that this seems to be working out for Riley.
Totally.
But like, she's like, oh, I don't think Candy's like checking for Kim Zolciak.
No, she's like, yeah, I'm good. I know where she's at. That's where she needs to stay.
Othello just made a lot of money. She's like, Denzel.
And she is going to be getting the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yes.
At the Bravos.
I was happy to see that because I hadn't like put a lot of thought into who they were going to choose after Vicky.
Yeah.
And I think Candy maybe isn't who would have been like the most obvious choice.
Yeah. Actually, Ricky, my husband, predicted that.
Oh, wow.
Which is hilarious. You talk to him about housewives often.
You have such a good housewives husband.
He really is. And he was like, I think it's going to be Candy. She's my favorite. She just retired. And I was like, okay. And then it was. And he was like, yes. Like,
yeah.
That's iconic.
But I think a lot of people would say like, oh, it should be Teresa. It should be Kyle. It should be Ramona, Luann.
Totally.
I think Candy really has that kind of like, she has that like impact.
Yes.
That's maybe more than just
and
like
trajectory.
an iconic line that she threw out or a fight that she got in. It's like, no, she is like
was a
the success story.
And I think too, there's something to be said about Vicky getting it first and then Candy and them both not being on it anymore.
Yeah.
Whereas like Kyle would have to leave for her to get it, I feel like. Like her time would have to be over.
Yeah, like for her and Teresa are kind of the two, whatever's going on with New Jersey, we'll never know.
We may never know, which is tragic.
Right. I feel like once they're like OG emeritus status,
yes,
it would make sense.
Yeah. I think Candy's a perfect next one. And like who knows if they'll do BravoCon again next year, if they'll do another skip. But if they do another skip, I feel like within 2.5 years from now, there will be some movement of Teresa or Kyle or someone who else like deserves it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would give it to Luann.
Luann has really, she's still out on tour.
Yeah. She's killing it.
She's lighting up the Empire State Building. I don't know. She's
wearing
everywhere.
fedoras and taking over the world.
She really has made that fedora work for her.
It really does. Her on Love Hotel was just pure comedy.
I have enjoyed on OC this season so far. I feel like Shannon is like dating more of the Love Hotel men than she did during the season.
It's insane. We had Earl. Then there was one guy who I wasn't like sure of. I think his name's Adam. He was like not really in it.
I kind of liked him.
I liked him too. And then we got Phil at the most recent party.
Giselle's
Phil.
Phil of Giselle
Phil
fame.
of Giselle fame. Phil of Rolex and Four
Malibu.
Houses fame. He was so funny in the background of that party, being like, because they got so many guys on Love Hotel who apparently had never heard of or watched Housewives.
Yeah.
And I do actually believe that of those men. And Phil is sitting there where Shannon is like screaming at Katie and everything. In his face, he's just like, I have no idea what I just got myself into, but here I am with these crazy ladies.
Yeah.
And that was quite a party.
And we're just friends.
We're just friends. They're all like, we've met 10 people from Love Hotel, Shannon. What's going on?
It's just so funny because I'm kind of happy for her, though, because I feel like during the Love Hotel season, she kind of got stuck with Earl.
Yeah.
And there was so much.
Earl the Pearl.
It was like they knew each other for like 2 weeks, and it felt like there was so much like baggage and drama.
So much baggage.
And
Fights,
it's like,
which we love
it's like
for
go,
the drama,
it's like,
but
go like make out with someone.
go hang out with someone. Like, look at Ashley.
Yeah. Ashley had a good time.
Ashley had a great time.
Sticking with OC for a second, though, I'm curious. You mentioned Vicky with the Lifetime Achievement Award, and she's no longer on the show.
Which is unfortunate.
You think it's unfortunate?
I do.
I was going to ask.
In some capacity, she should be there. Like, yes, I love Tamara walking into that party with Joe.
Yeah.
But just thinking about Tamara walking in with Vicky back in the day is just...
Yeah.
It hits different. And I do think for season 20, she needs to be included to some degree.
I think Vicky... Like, I am not a Vicky fan, per se.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna...
She's not one of my
nuts.
favorites, but I do think that the last couple seasons when she's been kind of in and out around a little bit... She's funny.
She's funny.
She gives
a light to it, which is crazy. But
she is petty. She has like, she will like just dislike someone because
fun.
she doesn't like them,
and because she's like, well, that's what I used to do. So
yeah,
this is what I'm gonna do now.
The way that she would just like dig at Teddy left and right, like that always made me laugh.
Always.
Like, I think that Vicky is somebody like, I do not think it would ever make sense probably for her to be like a housewife again.
No.
But like having her in the mix
work.
is fun.
It's fun, especially because OC, like Joe coming back, like
Yeah.
it really is rooted in the same group,
Yeah.
which is very unlike any other franchise, I would say.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be random for her to keep showing back up.
Yeah.
Like they are all intertwined.
I feel like Atlanta and OC are maybe the two that feel like they can
And
still
Miami.
really reach all the way back. Yeah, Miami is
Doesn't go as far
hasn't
back,
changed
but-
as much.
right.
Like a lot of
Just
the original people are still
which is kind of amazing.
Yeah, we're still hearing Adriana like complain about Marisol 11 years later.
Love.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
I wouldn't have it any other way. But I think OC and Atlanta can reach back because there's actually been like the through line of the group.
With OC this season, I feel like last season was really like a return to form for them.
Agreed.
And they kept the cast. Exactly the same, except they swapped out Alexis for Gretchen in the friend role. How are you feeling about like the first handful of episodes?
I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. I actually feel like there is an overwhelming amount going on where every scene, if I like look at my phone or I'm like half paying attention, I'm like, I just missed something already. Like every scene they're talking about a different piece of drama, whether it's like a creator moment, which I'm sure we'll talk about, or like someone videotaping someone or this, that, and the other thing. Like, there's just a lot going on.
Yeah.
And then all of their own storylines, like Heather's house and like Tamara's therapy and Katie's son coming home. There's just like a lot going on.
Yeah, it almost like the personal storylines. They're showing them, but they don't feel like the central part of the show at all, because the group really feels like it has just like a lot going on.
Totally.
And I think especially for a show that's been on this long and has had that many like ups and downs with the cast, it's like, oh, they've like found themselves in a really like fertile place.
Totally. That's such a good way to put it. And like, even with Gretchen coming back, like, it feels natural.
Yeah, I do feel, for me, like, jury is still out a little bit on Gretchen's, like, because right now it feels like kind of her only thing is like picking at Tamara. But then she also is like on this most recent episode, she's like, why would I want to have a friendship with Tamara Judge? And it's like, you came back on the show that she's on.
The show. Like, what? And she hasn't gone anywhere.
Right.
You have. Like,
so,
but seeing Slade back on our screens in 2025 is next level crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It is kind of crazy. The men of Orange County are always
a treat.
I was kind of surprised to see Matt kind of pop out at Tamara.
That was crazy. And I think Katie on Watch What Happens Live said, like, he didn't yell. And, like, I think they were both just, like, going at it. Like, you don't have to say he didn't yell. Like, it was a heated conversation. Right. He was defending you. But
his tone wasn't, like, positive.
No, it certainly was not. So that was an interesting little moment outside of the party before they even got in. And then, of course, Tamara has to walk in and be like, I just got ripped a new one by Katie.
she's like, I'm immediately going to make this seem.
I'm just going to stir it up.
I know. I mean, love her or hate her, Tamara, like, she keeps that, like, plot engine.
She's a staple.
Really going.
Yeah, like, even in the conversation with Jen, like, hinting at her having like another affair.
Yeah, another
with
yoga.
A yoga situation. I'm like, she could be pulling it out of her ass. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But she always knows how to keep it going.
Well, and we hear that it's like the you know, on this past episode when like the Kiki Monique thing came up, it's like it was like Tamara said that.
Always Tamara said.
Yeah, and it's like a lot of the time I feel like Tamara can kind of like get away with like dropping a bomb and then moving on.
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, I was saying with the Katie stuff and like the recording Shannon that it's like at the end of the day, Shannon is upset that Katie recorded her. She's not. She probably forgot that Tamara was the one that even talked about it.
And it doesn't matter really that Tamara talked about it if she's actually upset that Katie recorded her, because that is true and Katie admitted it. Like,
right, like Katie still has to deal with the
Did you
issue.
See what Alexis Bellino put on her story?
Oh God.
I screenshotted it because I was like, we're going to need to talk about it. She put a video of her TV watching Katie on Watch What Happens Live.
Who saw or heard the audio tape? I am confused. Did Alexis hear it or not?
No, only Zaddy Maddie heard it.
Only Zaddy Maddie heard it. Okay.
Oh no, that's so much text.
And it's basically setting the record straight. Katie played me the voice memo. How else would I know about it? I remember the audio crystal clear. I know where we were sitting because I was worried about the table next to us hearing it. And I'm now worried about Katie's relationship with the truth. Like the other housewives, I would have defended Katie against the others to my own detriment until her lied tonight against me. I will never be called a liar. I will take a lie detector test. Will you, Katie, with the like monocle, and then the hashtag is hashtag let's go now. Not sure what that's all about.
So I would say, first of all, I would just say like Alexis Bellino, thank you.
Thank you.
I've seen enough. Like Alexis, I would never ask for her to come back after the debacle of last season.
But do you think Katie played it for her?
Yes,
I do too.
I mean, it just like, and even if she didn't, she still, the intention was still like.
What is she gonna say? Like, I have a recording and not show it to them at a lunch? There's no way.
Yeah, I think that with Katie, I mean, we see this with a lot of new housewives. I think like Britt on Atlanta this season really kind of like overplayed her hand, fumbled the bag, whatever you want to say. But like,
she did fumble the bag.
It's challenging to kind of navigate all the things that come along with joining housewives and sort of not get like lost in the game a little bit.
Yeah.
I think with Katie, like she's hanging on right now. Like obviously came back for a second season.
For sure.
She's like, you know, Gina's like, I like her. She just lies a lot. And
Right.
like,
Because
but-
Gina brought her in, right?
yeah, but Katie needs to like, she has some damage control to do. And I think
Agreed.
she maybe didn't realize how many messes she was making.
Right. I think even though it is part of the universe, you have to separate the online discourse with what you're doing on Housewives. Otherwise, you don't have enough of like a storyline for us to be watching you.
Totally. And I like thinking about like the Valley, and they're in their reunion right now. Like, that's another something like Janet. It's like she has all these allegations of being a fan or wanting to be on TV or whatever. And it's like, that isn't necessarily like, you didn't necessarily do anything wrong.
No.
But if the people on the show are perceiving it in that way, you're still going to have to answer for it.
Or, yeah. I definitely think that it's a hard balance for the newer housewives and any of the housewives now that they have access to like all of us and like our DMs, people who are talking about it, spreading the stories, talking about what's going on. Because it's not like back in the day where it's like, who told the press about Lucy Apple Juicy? Like that's like one blog.
Right.
Whereas like now it's kind of everywhere and we're like commingled with them at events and things. Like it's a harder balance for them to separate it.
Yeah, there's a lot more layers to it than just like, oh, you called someone at page 6. Like,
exactly. Like you're in the New York Post again. But
okay, this is like
Ramona.
T, I guess. I posted about Tamara and Gretchen a couple weeks ago, basically being like, look how we're right back where we started. Like that kind of thing. The post was not like really anti, or probably was more anti-Gretchen than whatever. Tamara is in the DMs with like a paragraph about, I didn't even blah, 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 blah. And like, she wasn't mad, but it was just like over-explaining, you know, having to feel like you're always like advocating for your side of the story. And it's like, girl, okay. I'm barely even going to read this, let alone respond to it, let alone.
And then what does she want you to do? Post that. And then it's like, then it's a whole thing.
Yeah. And I think it's probably really easy when you're in that world to kind of get like sucked into like feeling like you always need to be like making the chess moves. And it's like, just like chill.
Just let it like be. The online discourse. Like it just is. It's crazy.
There's a lot going on.
There's so much going on.
I wanted to ask you from Love Island USA.
Oh gosh.
There's been a lot of drama happening the last couple of weeks with this Kenny and JaNa situation. And what you do best for people that follow you is you do these flow breakdowns of how things are connected and all the drama that's happening. Can you give us like the brief summary? Because I did not watch.
The flow on.
I didn't watch Love Island season 6.
Okay.
So the JaNa,
so good.
Kenny, PPG, all of that, like the names are in my head.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything to me.
Okay. I can absolutely give you the flow on Love Island USA season 6 and what happened there. Basically, the season ended and the 3 like main couples that came out of it were Leah and Miguel, Serena and Cordell Beckham, who is brothers with Odell Beckham Jr.
It's so hard for me to hear the name Cordell and not think of Cordell is not perfect by far.
Cordell is not perfect by far. So good.
Okay, go on.
Going on. Oh, Portia, we love you. And then the final of that 3, like that trio of couples was JaNa and Kenny.
Yes.
So Serena and Cordell win, but the 3 of those couples like kind of all won. Like as soon as they were done, they are doing like Dunkin' ads together. All the girls are in like Jose Cuervo ads together.
Right.
It was just like a lot of them. And then, of course, they get the spinoff, Love Island Beyond the Villa, because people were like so interested in what was going on with their lives now that they're like all living in LA, been together for a year, yada, yada. So basically, I did a timeline about it like recently on my whiteboard. But from like memory, the show had like a premiere party at the beginning of July, like July 9th or something. It premiered on Peacock like a week later. JaNa and Kenny are at the party. All seems good. There's a bunch of creators there, like in LA, seeing them. They're lovey-dovey, kissy smoochy, whatever. Last weekend, JaNa and Kenny, who post all the time, are posting in real time at David Dobrik's birthday party, which we love a Mad Lib in the reality TV world. JaNa and Kenny from Love Island are at David Dobrik's birthday party.
Of course.
Of course, because where else would they be when bad things go down? And all of a sudden, they stop posting like in the middle of the night, whatever. They were at a party. The next morning, I'm not sure the exact like train of events, but JaNa archived all of her pictures of Kenny, took him out of their bio because they had like full on like old school AIM, like in your bio away message, like heart next to the person you're dating in your bio, which is like so funny. Then Kenny removed his, and all of PPG, which would be those two girls and the other couples, unfollowed Kenny. Bunch of other people unfollow Kenny. And the news breaks on TMZ that they had broken up. And this viral tweet went around, which I think ended up being fake, basically saying that they had a huge blowout fight because Kenny's side piece found JaNa at David Dobrik's party and told her that he was cheating on her this whole time, yada, yada, which turned out not to be true.
Yes.
Because what actually happened is JaNa essentially found texts on Kenny's phone of Kenny being a clout chaser, racist, all these kinds of things that were just like really, really not good. And the first like tidbit we got from JaNa was her being like, hey, I'm good. We broke up. It's way worse than you think it is. Like, I've seen all of your theories about the cheating and this and the other thing. And she was like, it's way worse. So everyone was like, what? That was like, does he have a kid? Like, what is it?
That was the story. There had been a lot of noise, and I think that was the one that kind of cut through. And for me, I was like, huh?
I'm not listening.
Because saying like, hey, I've seen all of the theories.
Which there were a lot of them.
And you have no idea.
You have no idea. Crazy. And I mean, she was correct based on, because then once she said that, Kenny posted a story and did like, like a ChatGPT, like, I'm so sorry, I wish JaNa the best. And JaNa immediately posted, and she was basically like, fuck you, take accountability. Right. And everyone was like, oh shit. So then all of the other girls from season 6 and Beyond the Villa were posting like, you're a clout chaser. Like, what are you doing? Like, you have done all this stuff. Like, JaNa's best friends were posting.
Yeah, I saw her friend was like, go through your man's phone. And it was like really devastatingly bad. I can't imagine
what JaNa felt like, thinking she was going to be with Kenny forever, and then realized that like, not only was he using her, but was just completely degrading her in every possible way to his friends. And as Dorinda says, say it, forget it, write it, regret it. He was writing it in his phone.
It was in the phone.
It was in the phone. What did he think was going to happen? Signing up for Beyond the Villa and like doing all of this. Like, it was obviously going to come out. So huge bummer. But JaNa posted last night, and she was like, she posted her house or apartment. She has endless PR packages and flowers and people, like, it's kind of giving Scandival.
I was just gonna say, she's gonna have her Ariana Madix
100%. Like, get her on Dancing with the Stars for this next season immediately. Call to action, ABC. And
we have our action items.
Exactly. She was basically like, we need to close this chapter. Like, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Okay.
Which I don't think is gonna be possible. Like, she's gonna have to do like a tell-all somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
like on Kiki's podcast or something.
To me, it seems like it's like, okay, we've done all of the black background, white text Instagram stories.
More than enough.
We've gotten that out of our system. And now it feels like she's going to probably go into the phase where like she's going to kind of quiet down. And then in like 3 weeks or something, she'll be on Call Her Daddy or
she'll be
whatever.
on Call Her Daddy. She'll be on Dancing with the Stars.
Or mention it all.
Or mention it all. JaNa, come on down. I will be sitting right here if that is the case.
Yeah, Abby will be like hanging from the rafters.
I'm like, so tell us about how you chose the font on your stories.
It's interesting though, because I think like Love Island has been so in the conversation this summer, but like it kind of feels like from season 7, the only couple that is like, that people are like really invested in is like Brian and Amaya, because they love Amaya.
Yes, right.
And then like Nicole Andrea, because it's like fun.
It's fun. And like,
but they weren't like in love on the season.
No, and I think that they're just now like in a normal, like growing relationship. Like
they went to Greece.
But there is a little like tea there, because Sierra went to Greece a week before that. And that's when she made her video being like, sometimes you have to book a flight and go to Mykonos when you get the villain edit. And it was like, well, you didn't get the villain edit. That happened off the show. You got kicked off.
The Love Island like cast-offs from this season need to get jobs.
Yeah.
They need to do the like limit on their screen time for TikTok. I saw Vanna yesterday. She was on for like 3 days, and she's still like, things they didn't show in the edit. And
No.
it's like, nobody
They're
cares.
literally having like a Love Island Castaways hype house.
Hype house.
It's a hype house. It's kind of funny, but now it's like, okay.
Well, it's funny.
Let's get back to
It's
life.
funny because it's like pathetic.
Yeah.
And like,
And some of them were, I would like to believe some of them were like creators and whatnot before.
yeah.
But now it's like, okay, let's evolve. Like Jeremiah, who actually was on for a very long time
Yeah,
and had
yeah.
quite
He's
a good
important.
storyline. He is just like the sweetest
Yeah.
like story to come out of it. He has like a book club now.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And it's just like precious. I'm like, that's what you should do. Follow your passions now that you have this nice platform. And I think that's nice.
Right.
Instead of being like, I'm going to do another tell all, this, that, and the other thing.
Or I'm going to do the same TikTok dance 100 times.
Cough, Zach. Cough, Zach. It was entertaining. It's funny.
Yeah, it's
but
like
it's like
the-
we're singing that T-Pain song how many times?
Maybe not. Tickle me. Thank you. No, that was enlightening.
Yes,
And I
wow.
think like with Love Island, especially because like the show is so many episodes, and then once it's over, it feels like it's like washed away.
Yeah, and
That-
it's like it just like takes over your life. It's
Yeah.
all you think about and talk about and do.
Totally.
So I'm happy to be back in my Bravo bubble.
It's safer here.
Yeah, I feel safer here.
Well, this has been so fun, and I want to finish things off with our segment we like to do sometimes called "That's My Opinion."
That's my opinion.
Inspired, of course, by Tamara Judge, where each of us are going to share a reality TV opinion, hot take, strongly worded sentiment. And Abby, do you want to go first? Do you have your opinion ready to
I
go?
will go first. I have plenty.
So, Abby, you have 60 seconds. Please share with us your opinion.
My opinion is that the random reality show competition ensemble shows do not get enough love. I am an advocate for the random one-season shows like Got to Get Out and Battle Camp on Netflix. They are like Traitors adjacent, and they are so fun. Like I just watched Destination X, and Pilot Pete and JaNa were both on it, and it was just like a 10-episode journey of fun. And they're like voting people off like traitors, and the stakes are so low but so high for the people on it. And I feel like there are all of these just like really easy shows on Netflix and all of these things that people don't give enough credit to. Like I watched $1 Million Secret, which was fantastic. It's so traitors. No one gives enough credit to these shows like Stars on Mars. We had Schwartzy on there, and they are just like a lot of fun. And I think that the people who go on those actually have more like potential after going on them to be good at competition shows like the Traitors. So people need to watch more of those reality competition ensemble shows. That is my opinion.
Wow. Wow. That was spirited. I'm curious. I'm
sweating.
Tell me about Destination X, because I
Okay.
have not. I'm not sure I've heard of this at all.
It's NBC. It's basically like a giant scavenger hunt in Europe where they took like 20 people on like an amazing race kind of situation where they travel around Europe on a bus that doesn't have windows, and they get these like VR headsets that blind them so they don't know where they are.
So they're getting dropped off in like Slovenia, and they have to.
Precisely exactly that. They did one in Slovenia. And literally they get dropped off in the middle of like a castle, and you have to like use clues and play these like challenges to figure out where you are. And then you get to go into the map room, and like, did you ever play the game GeoGuessr?
Yeah.
Like where you like get dropped off in
Yeah, I
Google
think-
Maps and have to figure out
yeah.
where you are. It's very similar
You're like,
to
oh,
that.
actually, the street signs only look like this in Singapore.
So lock. So that's basically what you have to do is you go into the map room, they give you an iPad, and you're like, okay, I think we're in like Monaco. You have to drop your X, and the person who is furthest away from actual Destination X gets kicked off. It's really fun.
This actually does sound.
It
fun.
was really fun. I got to be honest. And I love how they like basically edited it in a way where the viewer didn't know either.
Right.
So
right.
we were using clues and guessing along also with like, okay, like I think I know those facts about Paris or London or whatever. And like you're trying to figure out where in Italy they are because,
Yeah.
you know, we get, and the host, I forget his name, but he was so cool.
Okay.
He's just like this very like raspy, cool, like middle-aged salt and pepper tinted glasses wearing sleigh. I think he was on like The Walking Dead or something. I forget. Yes, exactly.
Denny from Grey's Anatomy.
Yes. He is so good at
Jenny
hosting
Duquette.
the show. And his like voice, because he's not in every moment, but he like comes over the speaker and like tells them where they are. It's like very cool. And Pilot Pete and JaNa come like a little bit later into it and end up being contestants.
Oh, so it's not all celebrities?
They're all basically no ones.
Got it.
And then not no ones, Joes like us. And just regulars, kind of like OG traders where there were some regular people competing.
Okay.
And it's just like it was a lot of fun. Highly recommend. It's on Peacock.
Pilot Pete staying booked and busy, doing anything but flying a plane.
Doing anything but flying, but it came so in handy for him on the show because he was like, I used to fly over Nice all the time. I know these mountain ranges. And I was like, yes, Pilot Pete.
Yes, Pilot
Get
Pete.
it.
A man with a skill.
And Pilot Pete, I did find out, has a girlfriend. But I was like so kind of into it when I found out JaNa and Kenny broke up. I was like, oh my God, JaNa and Pete would be like kind of cute. But Pilot Pete seems happy. So, fine.
Good for him.
We'll find someone for JaNa.
Great. Okay. I have an opinion too.
I'm so excited.
And I'm ready to share it. Okay, my opinion is that Next Gen NYC was such a great surprise this season. I'm excited for them to do more. I want them to pump the brakes a little bit with the rumors that I'm hearing about Next Gen LA. I think they need to give it another minute. They need to let NYC kind of simmer, develop a little more, because the rumors about who is being approached for this cast, it just feels a little disjointed, desperate, a little, pulling names out of a hat. Sophia Umansky, Sammy Sheen, Amelia Hamlin, Maloof sons, Noelle Robinson, Cynthia's daughter, Nick Dubrow. I don't care about the Dubrow kids. I like seeing Heather. I like that they pop up time to time. Nia Sue from Dance Moms. Like, this is, like, objectively, it's like a bunch of names that we know, but like, I don't want to see, they're not friends. I don't want to see them together on a show. I think NYC worked because it was like a mix of famous people's kids, non-famous people's kids, other things. Just give it a minute, let it simmer. And that's my opinion.
Fantastic. I actually completely agree. Like, it felt so throw it into a bag and hope for the best, where like there is friendships. Like, and I don't know if you watch the Next Gen peeps on Watch What Happens Live this week, but like they're friends. It's cool.
and not all of them are friends with everyone in the cast.
Right.
Like there are,
which makes for good drama.
Pockets and bubbles and layers, which is a good thing.
It's a great thing.
But they also, like, I believe that they speak to each other outside of the show.
Totally.
And that was the thing when I saw the rumor about LA, and also originally
Nia from Dance Moms is crazy.
Originally also they were saying Alabama Barker and Landon Barker, and that was like denied.
See, like that, I'm in.
Alabama Barker, no, there's darkness there.
I know, but
but
Kardashian adjacent for me.
But Alabama's busy in her pajamas doing her makeup, curling her hair.
Let's just reel that back in.
No, but I really feel like the Next Gen formula for NYC that worked is not the same as just picking 8
housewife
Nepo
kids.
babies that or housewife kids. Yeah, like there's more to it.
Agreed.
And so I hope that I imagine that they are interested in expanding that IP, but I hope that they
let this have a season 2 and then
let it have a season 2. And actually, I think with casting like spinoffs and things like that, really thinking about like what made the first version successful. Right. And that's why like I'm actually intrigued or trying to be optimistic about new Vanderpump Rules or, something like that, because I'm like,
I could have done that's my opinion on that.
Because I'm like, old Vanderpump Rules didn't work because it was famous people or Lisa Vanderpump adjacent.
Disjointed.
It worked because it was like people that were in each other's lives that were messy.
Exactly.
And I'm hoping that that's what they've kind of
formulated
found
here.
Again.
Yeah.
And with Next Gen, I'm like, find a friend group with a couple of housewives kids in
right
it.
Exactly.
See, like go to LA, ask Noelle or Sophia, who are your friends that might be good on a show, and
like test a little, like have them go out one night, see what's happening with their vibes together. Like you can't just like make them be friends.
And that's what, like with the Valley, they're doing the Persian style, and it's the Shaw's thing. I think they're probably filming this year, so it'll probably come out next year.
That's gonna be fun.
But like that's a good example of like the Valley worked because it was a real friend group with 100%. Real problems and messes. And so,
shoe lifts.
Right. It's like the Valley spinoff isn't just like, oh, we'll find like 12 randos. And it's like, no, we're following this other group.
Yeah, like I do these like show flows where I like put the chronological watch list together for people who have like never watched it or want to go back and see like the lore. And I just did one yesterday where it was like Beverly Hills flows into Vanderpump Rules into the Valley. And it's like, we're talking about stuff on the Valley reunion right now that ties back to when Vanderpump started out of Beverly Hills. Like, there's real storylines and groups there that have formed for a long time that aren't just like made out of thin air.
Yeah. And so I think, casting is hard. And I think sometimes people are a little bit like naive about like, oh my God, like put more people on Housewives or whatever. But like it's complicated and it's not an easy job, but it's like you have to really like think about what works versus just like what is an exciting press release.
Right. And people don't understand, like, it's not just Andy being like, oh, this person looks fun. Like, there's a whole team of people who have to like test it and try it and vet the people. And like, it's just a lot.
I did like on the Atlanta reunion
which was fantastic,
by
the way.
When Portia's like, Andy, haven't I always wanted Jamia to come on the show? And he was like, yeah, you have.
He was like, yes.
That was like a really insightful little moment.
I agree. That was like one of those ones where he just was like, you know what? I'm going to give this to her. Like, you have always talked to me about this.
Yeah.
Not one of his like, oh my God, Lisa Vanderpump won't stop calling me. Like, it was like, yeah, you have always said you want her on.
Exactly. Well, this has been a pleasure.
So fun.
Tell everyone where they can follow you and what to look out for.
You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, at Abbey Bonadies. I'm going with the flow on my whiteboard. I talk all things reality TV, pop culture, red carpets, and a lot of Wicked. If any of you are Wicked fans out there, I will be all over the second part coming out soon. So.
And with that.
And clip that.
Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for watching, listening. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, follow. And until next time, be cool. Don't be all like uncool.